Hello and good day, YouTube. Today is hopefully one of the last projects I'm doing on the 07 F150. Today I am installing Banks torque tube headers. Both of my exhaust manifolds have blown out gaskets, and one of them has a broken off stud. So the one with a broken off stud, more than likely the manifold's warped, and possibly the one with a blown out gasket as well. I heard them ticking and making noise, tried to tighten them down, but didn't get to it soon enough, and the damage has already been done. So don't want to replace them with, if I have to go to all the work of digging in there and doing all that, I'm going to replace them with something that's going to be more performance and last longer. So 5-Star Tuning, shout out to those guys. That's who I get my tuning from and my parts for my truck, aftermarket performance parts. They sell the Banks torque tube, so I've got those. I'll show them to you in just a second. And they suggested those and then sent me out a new tune already. So it's going to be a hideous job. A lot of people talk about having to pull the motor mount on one side and jack up the motor to be able to access that part and get it out. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I know I have to pull the fender wells, tires, fender wells, starter on passenger side, and possibly the front drive line that goes from the transfer case up to the front diff, so on the driver's side. Anyway, let's show you. Oh, and I am excited. I did just get one of the Achilles heels of these 543 valves is the cam phasers, because it has variable cam timing, and the oil pumps. So I just paid a little over $2,000 to have a Melling high volume oil pump put in, and new cam phasers, timing chain, tensioners, and guides. So the truck is quieter than it's ever been. It's weird, it almost sounds like the exhaust is quieter. I know that that's not possible, but you guys have seen the cold start video. I guess after I get these headers installed, if I get them installed, I'll start it up and you guys can hear it with the headers. But let me flip you around, and you can see the new gasket on the valve covers. It's all blue and shiny. Everything down in there has been done. So S&B intake, 5-Star Tuning. We'll be doing the manifolds. Can't see anything, I know, I apologize. I'm just trying to just got to the shop where I'm gonna be working on my truck, and I'm trying to let it cool down before I start diving in. So there it is. Let me reach in here and grab out one of these awesome deals. So look at that flange. Focus. That flange is thick, 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 thick. These are heavy. Probably one of these is, I don't know, close to 20 pounds. But nice machining. You can see the welds that they did on the inside. They look pretty good. Welds on the outsides. They didn't weld completely around, which is okay because they did the insides. They all flow down and collect into a 4-to-1, and yeah, overall I'm stoked. So God willing, these are gonna make it in the truck today. We'll see what happens, but I'm hoping. I've got all weekend to do it. We'll see. I'm optimistic. There's going to be some choice 4-letter words flying around this shop, and it's cold. It's really cold out. The shop isn't heated. We got a little heater you can see glowing back there on the wall, but for as big as the shop as this is, I'll be done with this project before it gets warm in here. But anyway, YouTube, thank you. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Happy 2021. Like and subscribe below. I will add another video when I'm done getting those headers on. You guys can hear a cold start, and I can complain to you and whine about how horrible it was, and we'll see if I get any sympathy. Peace out, everybody. YouTube. So it's been 12 hours past me starting on the header project from this morning. I'm about done. Got a friend helping me, thank goodness. I wouldn't be able to do it by myself at all. There's hardly anything online about how to do the driver's side. It's worse than the passenger side. You don't have to take as much shit off, but it's harder to get to. So those two, sorry for the camera, but those two studs right there, the top one was broke off when I started this. The bottom one broke off, which I think it was already broke, but it was just rusted into the exhaust manifold. Just welded those out and got them out. Took a couple tries, but the beauty of having aluminum heads and steel fasteners is you can weld to it. You don't have to worry about it sticking to the heads. Anyways, just getting ready to deal with the dipstick. And no, not me, but that's the driver's side one. Here is the passenger is in. It is torqued. Still have to put the fender well in, still have to get the exhaust hooked up to it, but anyway, the mechanic shops wanted 500 a side, and if there was any broken bolts, it went up from there. So as of right now, I've only got one in, so that's 500 bucks I just paid myself in 12 hours. It's a hell of a lot more money than I make a day. Anyways, I'll let you guys know when I get done, if I get done. If I don't, just say hell with it and end up towing it to a shop. A lot of four-letter words around here. Sorry for the few cuss words that I said right now. I apologize. But it's late. I'm dirty. I'm tired. I look totally scrubby. Wow. Anyways, peace out, everybody. Hey, YouTube. This is Nick. It is Sunday evening. Look at those pretty clouds. Done. The headers are in. It sucked. I would never, ever, ever, ever want to do that again if I could help it. That was probably the worst experience I had. So, like, one of the worst things that happened with this whole project was taking the dipstick tube out on the driver's side. There's a O-ring down where it goes into the block, ½ inch, ¼ inch, and above that is a little flange. Well, evidently dirt and rust and water can get in there and cause that to rust. So I wiggled it, came out. I thought it came out, but I didn't know how much was supposed to be down the block. Ended up breaking off. So no way to get that piece out other than to take a punch that's about the same size what the dipstick tube is and pound that thing down into the oil pan. Not fun. And then took probably almost 2 hours to get the new one in because there's so much rust and corrosion around the top that I couldn't get it to fit down inside. So I had to take a wire brush and penetrant oil and just scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub. It sucked. It was like 2 hours dealing with the dipstick tube. And then once I got the dipstick tube in, I'm putting the bolt that mounts it to the block and not thinking that the flange causes the tube to stick out further, the new tube. So I tightened it too much and snapped off the bolt inside the head. So guess what? I had to tack weld it on, but it's in there. Let me flip this around. We'll show you what we got. One shiny new header down there. They're just like still burning off. This is the first start after I've tuned it. And one shiny new header down there. Anyway, I just got my tune uploaded from 5-Star. We're gonna go take a quick drive. I don't think it sounds a whole lot different, but we'll see. Anyways, peace out. Good morning, YouTube. This is Nick. It is the first cold start with the Banks torque tube headers put on. So I'm gonna have my little assistant Sebastian hold the phone for me. I'm gonna go start the truck. see what you guys think. Like and subscribe. Hello.